Alright, so welcome to Pbteck, and in this video I'm going to show how you can actually scan for multi-TV free FTA channels on the Newmaxs Plus S2022HG decoder. So all you got to do, if you have this kind of decoder and you are to do the settings on the decoder to get a multi-TV channels, the first thing that you have to take note is that you have to get a stable signal from your satellite dish before you can proceed with this settings. So the first thing that you have to do after getting a stable signal from the satellite dish, or you are just trying to use your Newmaxs decoder to actually track for the signal, you can follow the process and then you add the TP. After adding the TP, the last thing that you have to do is to rotate the satellite dish, adjust it to actually get a stable signal of the multi-TV signal, and you scan to actually get the channels as well. So the first thing that you have to do is to connect the cable from the satellite dish onto the LNB in port at the back of your Newmaxs decoder. At the back of the decoder, you have two different ports that will be receiving the signal. That's the antenna ports for the digital or the terrestrial channels, or the antenna cable, and the LNB ports for the LNB cable from your satellite dish. So after connecting the cable, the next thing I have to do is to pick up your remote. You press on the menu button on your Newmaxs decoder remote. So from the menu here, use the arrow keys just to navigate through the settings, and then you look for installation. So you find installation and then you press OK on the installation, and here it's gonna request for the default password of the decoder. It's supposed to be 4 zeros. If no one have ever changed, it's supposed to be 4 zeros. So you type in 0000 to actually open up the installation page. And from this page, on the installation type, we have two options. That's the T2 and the S2. The T2 is for the terrestrial or the antenna or the digital channel settings. So when you put it on it, as you can see, the menu have changed. And we have the S2. That's where you're going to use to set your satellite FTA channels. That's the MultiTV, MyTV, or any FTA satellite channels that you're going to set. So after putting on the S2, here you come to the antenna settings, and on this page you have to set your satellite, or you have to select the satellite that you're going to use it to track and then scan to get your channel. So with the satellite, you have the MultiTV satellite, which is the Astra 2A 2B, and you are not likely to get those satellites over here. So Astra 2A 2B 28 degrees is not on it. So all you have to do is to, let me go back to change this channel. If not, I'm gonna get a strike sake of what they are telecasted over there. So the menu page, installation, satellite. Alright, and then you select your satellites, which is Astra 2A 2B, and if you can't find it, the satellites over here are the satellite folders which they have installed some TPs in it. So the fact that you are going to track for the multi-TV doesn't mean that you're supposed to select the multi-TV exact satellite for you to proceed with whatever you're supposed to do. So you can select the Eurotelsat 28 over here, Arabsat, Hotbird, and other satellite. So let's select the Eurotelsat 28A on the 28 degrees. So you select this satellite, and the next thing, we have the LNB frequency, which is supposed to be a universal figure. This is a universal figure, so you leave it on this option. You have the LNB type, leave it on the KU band, and you come to the transponder. So the transponder, that's where you need to add the multi-TV TP for you to get access to the signal, and you proceed to scan. So you check through if you're gonna find it, and you are likely not to find the multi-TV frequency and signal rate from this list of TPs. So all you got to do is to add before you can proceed to scan your decoder to get a multi-TV channel. So with the scanning or the adding of the TP, you can get access to the add menu on this page. That's the antenna settings page. So you need to go back by pressing on the exit button on your remote, and on this page you come down to the transponder list. You press OK on the transponder list. So here, that's where you can add the TP. So the TP adding, you need to select the exact satellite which you're going to use it to track or scan for the channels that you're going to get or you are looking for on your decoder. So for you to select the right satellite which you want to add a transponder, we have some command down below. The satellite, the SAT button for the satellite option to pop up. You have the red to add, yellow to edit, green to delete, blue to scan. So you look down there. For you to get the satellite list, you need to press on the SAT button on your remote for the satellite option to actually pop up, and then you place it on the exact satellite which you wanna add the TP in it. So you scroll through the list. So you notice at 28A, you select it, and then the next thing is to add. So you press on the red button on the remote for the add menu to also open up, and that's where you need to add a MultiTV TP. We have the primary TP, which is 125253000 vertical, and then you save right there. So after saving, you press OK on it to highlight it. So as you can see, we have the signal quality showing to be 37%. I have more than that, but the decoder is showing just 37 or 38% right there. So here, since there is an indication that you are having a stable signal, you can proceed to scan. But on this menu, if you scan, you be limited with only the blind scan option. So you press on the blue button to scan, or for the scan menu to pop up. Here they have only locked it on the manual scan, and with the manual scan you are not going to get enough of the channels. You're gonna only get the few multi-TV channels, which is up to 30 channels, sometimes 28 or 27. So let's perform the manual search for you to know. And for you to get more of the channels, you need to perform the blind search so that you will get access to most of the channels in and around. So as you can see, we have only 27 channels right there. So here, for you to get more of the channels, you go back to the antenna settings page. That's where you are likely to get more of the channels. So on the satellite option, you need to change it to the satellite where you add a multi-TV transponder. So you scroll through to select the Eurotelsat 28A. Alright, so that's it right here. You select it, and then you come to the transponder. You place it on the MultiTV TP that you just added, which is the 12525 30K vertical. So as you can see, the quality have already changed over there. So the next thing is to scan, and with the scanning, you press on the blue button for the scan menu to open up for you to proceed. So when it opens up, you come down to the scan type, you change it to blind, and then you leave it, and you have the channel type, which if you want to actually get only the FTA channels, which will eliminate all the channels that will come along with the $$ sign, that will not be available for you to watch, you can select the FTA only to eliminate all those channels from your channel list. So you can leave it on all two, and then you press OK to proceed. So here, all you got to do is to just wait for you to complete scanning for you to get access to the FTA channels that you're gonna get from the MultiTV platform in and around the TP. So if you are not having a stable signal of the MultiTV, all you have to do after adding the TP, all you have to do is to go back to the satellite dish, and then you rotate it, you adjust the satellite dish a bit to actually get a stable signal before you can perform the scanning to get the channel that is available on their platform. So that's it. You wait for it and you're gonna get your channels to enjoy. So if this video has been helpful, all you got to do is subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you keep coming back for more. Thanks for watching.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.